This is our Eclipse IDE. I'm going to launch Eclipse IDE here. In the last session, what we discussed, what we discussed. We discussed about the collection framework, right? Why we came for collection? Because we have drawbacks in arrays. What are the drawbacks? What is an array? Array is a group of similar type of items, right? It is integer means only integer type values we can insert. It is string means only string type. And the limitation, size limitation. We have size limit in arrays, right? So because of that drawbacks, we came for collection framework. Okay, collection framework. In arrays, we know data types: int, float, double, char. No primitive data types, right? So here that type of data types we cannot use in collection framework. Collection having wrapper classes. That means, so we can convert object to data type, primitive data type, and primitive data type to object. So that we can call as auto boxing and auto unboxing. See, for example, we have values int data type. So object type is what? Integer. For float, it is f is capital. So float object. Data type converted as object as d capital here. Double. Char. Character. Okay. Next. So in this way, what are the data types we have? Those we converted primitive data type to object and object to primitive data type. This is called as auto boxing and auto unboxing. See, that's what these are the wrapper classes. What are the wrapper classes here? Integer, float, double, character. These are the wrapper classes. Okay. So instead of integer, If you are using collection framework means you should use integer, not int data type. We should use integer. Okay. Before coming to the collection, we should know about these things. What are the drawbacks from arrays? Why we came for the collection framework? And instead of using int float data types, we are using wrapper classes here. Okay. See the collection framework. If you see the diagram here, you can understand the collection framework. See the collection hierarchy. Are you getting the screen? See the collection hierarchy. So in this collection, we have mainly three interfaces: list interfaces, set interface, and queue interface. See the symbols. Dotted arrow represents implements, and this arrow implements extends. In the list interface, what are the classes we have? Array list, linked list, vector, and stack. Collection framework is very important to regarding to Java. Now, if you go any interview, they will ask questions from collection framework. Okay. See the list interface: list, linked list, vector, classes. Coming to queue, priority queue, and array queue are the classes. Coming to set interface, we have hasset, linked hasset, and presets are the classes. So what are the implemented classes we have here? Arraylist implements list interface. Linked list implements list interface. Vector implements list interface. Stack extends vector. Stack extends vector. Vector implements list interface. I am saying based on this dotted line and this arrow. Coming to queue, what are the implemented classes? Priority queue. See, this is DQ. This is also interface that extends another interface called queue. And here you see array DQ. This is implements DQ and linked list. Next, coming to set interface, the implemented classes are hasset and linked hasset. Hasset implements set interface and the linked hasset implements set interface. Here preset implements sorted set. The sorted set interface extends set interface. Based on, if you remember this diagram, then you can write all the theory about these classes and interfaces. Okay. The collection is a group of individual objects to do manipulation operations, searching, sorting. Okay, we can do easily here. We have predefined methods for adding element, for removing element, adding element in particular position, removing element in particular position. Okay, whether the element is available in the collection or not, we can check by using method. That way we have a lot of methods, predefined methods, which are from java.util package. So this collection framework is available in which package? Java.util package. And I said right, wrapper classes, these are from Java Lang package. Okay, so the collection framework available in util package. So here I am saying collection framework. Framework means what? Provides ready-made architecture. Okay. That's about collection framework. We have seen the diagram. And what are the operations we can perform? Add the element, add the collection element, remove element, remove the collection element, size of an array list. Okay, we can remove all the elements, we can clear the of elements, whether the element is available or not. We can search by using contains all method. Means we can add some elements to the collection. That means Arraylist. There we can check whether the elements are available in the other collection or not. Okay, we have iterate with the element. We can check whether the list is empty or not by using isEmpty. Okay, so these are some methods. Okay, predefined methods we can use in collections. Okay, so the first class is what? Arraylist. What is an Arraylist? See here, by using this diagram, you can say here mainly the list interface. The list interface allows the duplicate elements. The list interface allows the duplicate elements. See here, you need to remember three things. Order, allow duplicate elements are not synchronized or non-synchronized. The order non-synchronized. It allows null values or not. These four things you need to remember for every collection class. Here list interface allows the duplicate elements. Okay, that if the list interface allowing duplicate elements means the array list and the linked list, the vector and stack allows duplicate elements. Okay, are you getting? So if the list interface allowing duplicate elements means what? Inside the list we have array list, linked list, vector and stack, right? These all classes also allowing duplicate elements. Coming to set interface. Set doesn't allow duplicate elements. Set doesn't allow duplicate element. That means what? Inside the set interface, what are the implemented classes we have? Has set, linked has set, and tree set. That means the has set and the linked has set and tree set also doesn't allow duplicate elements. This is the common point you need to remember here. So in interview they ask about the difference between list and set interface. Main difference is what? List allows duplicate elements and set doesn't allow duplicate elements. Okay. Next, coming to array list. Coming to array list. Here we should discuss the main points here. Array list contains duplicate elements. That means it allows duplicate elements. We know this is the common point. And order, regarding to order, which order it is going to follow? Array list, it follows insertion order. Follows insertion order. Okay. Array list is synchronized or non-synchronized? Array list is non-synchronized. Non-synchronized. Array list is non-synchronized. Next, allow random access because array works at the index basis. It allows random access. Remember point here. Remember the point here. Array list allows random access because array works as index based. Okay, based on index, we can access the elements. And the manipulation is slow because lot of shiftings needed to occur if any element is removed from the array list. So in the interview they will ask, in your project you have done IEEE project, right? You have done your academic project. While you are developing your Java project, okay, have you used which collection class you have used? Have you used array list? Yes sir, I used array list. So you have linked list, set has set, linked has set, tree set. Lot of collection classes you have. Why you use Arraylist only? Tell me what is the reason. When you can go for Arraylist, when we can go for linked list. See, while you are retrieving data, okay, then I can choose Arraylist, because Arraylist is faster than all the classes. Okay, all the implementation list is regarding to access. While accessing the elements, it is fast because it is using random access method. It is using random access algorithm by using the index. So by using the index elements, we can retrieve easily. By using index position, we can retrieve elements easily. When it is worst, when is the array list is worst? In which situation array list is worst? I won't choose. That means in the manipulation. Manipulation means if you are performing any operation like inserting an element into the array list or deleting an element from array list, it is slow, very slow, because you have lot of memory shiftings. If I want to insert any element in the middle of an array list, it is going to shift. If I inserted one element in the fourth position, so the fourth position element is going to be shifted. So in that other element going to be shifted, fifth element. So in that way, we have a lot of memory shiftings. So because of that, it is going to be slow. Okay. So regarding to manipulation, if you want to use the class of collection, the array list is worst. Regarding to accessing the elements, you want to retrieve the elements. Okay, in that case, I can choose array list. That is the best case. Are you understanding? So these are the main points from array list. Okay, first point is what? Array list doesn't allow duplicate elements, and it follows insertion order. It is non-synchronized, and it follows random access method. Okay, and regarding to manipulation, it is slow. Okay, these points you need to remember here. These are all of the methods regarding to array list. Get method, set method. Are you understanding? First we'll discuss the theory, then we can go further the programs. Remember the differences. Okay, they will ask the differences. Now we discussed about the array list, right? And we are going to discuss about linked list. Array list we discussed and the linked list. See here the main points. Array list is dynamic array. Here linked list is doubly linked list. Array list is dynamic array. Here linked list is what? Doubly linked list, to store and manipulate the elements. Okay. The main points, the differences also. See here. Array list allow duplicate elements, and the linked list also allow duplicate elements. Array list follows insertion order. Here linked list also follows insertion order. That means order and allowing duplicate elements are same. And array list also non-synchronized, and linked list also non-synchronized. The main difference, array list, where the array list we have some drawback. That means worst case is what? For doing manipulation, choosing array list is worst case. Here for doing manipulation, it is fast. Comparing to array list, linked list is fast because the linked list is doubly linked list. It doesn't have any shiftings. Okay, manipulation is fast because no shiftings needed to occur. That's why if you want to perform any manipulation, means If you want to insert an element in the middle, you want to remove the element, so here you can use linked list. Okay, linked list class in the collection framework, and can be used as a list or stack or queue. So this is the main from array list and linked list. Main, what is the difference here? For accessing the elements, array list is fast compared to linked list. For manipulation, array list is fast. Coming to linked list for manipulation it is fast because no memory shiftings, and the linked list is slow while you are accessing the elements. So regarding to the array list, so those are the main differences from array list and linked list. Okay, same methods we can also use here. See this program later. The main differences regarding to the theory. The third one is set. Coming to set interface, you know, set interface we discussed already. The set interface does duplicate elements, and we will see the order, and we will see this synchronized and non-synchronized, and some other points we can learn from here. Okay. So if I doesn't want to allow the duplicate, then I can go for set interface. Insert set interface, we have hasset, linked hasset, and reset classes. Coming to hasset, see the hasset. Hasset class is used to create a collection that uses hash table for storage. It inherits the abstract set class and implements the set interface. If you remember the diagram, you can say these points easily. Coming to remaining points, hasset stores the elements by using mechanism called hashing. In the hasset, what mechanism it is using to store the element? Hashing mechanism, hashing technique. And it contains unique elements only. It contains unique element. Unique means what? That means the hasset doesn't allow duplicate elements. It contains only unique elements. Unique means different elements. You should not add elements. If I have already Shiva element, I can't add another Shiva element to the hasset class. Okay. So is it allow null values or not? It allows null values. It is synchronized or non-synchronized? It is also non-synchronized. And the hasset doesn't maintain the insertion order. So array list and linked list, what order, which order it is following? Insertion order. Coming to hasset, it doesn't maintain insertion order. Okay, we can't say which is following this order and that order. Okay, hash means it doesn't have any order. Okay, it doesn't maintain the insertion order. Here the elements are inserted on the basis of their hash code. Based on hash code, it is going to insert. Hasset is the best approach for search operations. So in which situation I can go for hasset? For search operation. If I want to search any element, so it is fast. Hasset. So hasset having these many add a method, clear method, contains method. Same like size. If you want size, if you want to know the size of the collection, we can get that. We can add the many elements. We can add the collection of element to another collection. We can remove the element. We can remove the collection from another collection. We can clear all the elements. So these are the methods. The theory of a tree set. Till now, we discussed about array list, linked list, hash set, linked hash set. Now we are going to discuss about tree set. See the tree set. By using the diagram, what you can write? Tree set class implements set interface. Tree set class implements the set interface that uses a tree for the storage. It inherits abstract set. It inherits abstract set class and implements navigable set interface. And it implements navigable set interface. The objects of the tree set class stored in ascending order. So the main thing here is what? It maintains, we can store the elements in ascending order. Ascending means if it is ABCD, it is going to store in ascending order, means alphabetical order. Okay. The main points you should remember here in the tree set. Okay, it contains unique elements only, like asset. That means set interface doesn't allow duplicate elements, right? That means based on the point you can write the tree set also doesn't allow duplicate elements. That means it contains only unique elements. Okay, first point you can remember like that. After that, for access and retrieve, the times are quick fast. Okay, for accessing elements or retrieving times are quick fast, and it doesn't allow null elements. Reset doesn't allow null element, but has it allows null elements, right? Null values it allow, but reset doesn't allow null elements. And the tree set is non-synchronized. Tree set is what? Non-synchronized and maintains the ascending order. Here main points you need to remember. First one is order. Which order tree set follows? Ascending order. Synchronized or non-synchronized? It is non-synchronized. Allow null values or not? It doesn't allow null values. And it allows duplicate elements or not? It doesn't allow duplicate elements. These points you need to remember here. Okay, remaining methods are same.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, how you will define whether it is a synchronized or non-synchronized?
Synchronized means it allows one by one only. That means if it is allowing one by one means the performance is going to be slow. See, example for synchronized classes: vector, stack, hash table. These are all are synchronized. So those are legacy classes, means old classes. JDK 1.5 before we are using vector, stack and all. So those are synchronized. Because of that, the performance is slow. Non-synchronized means the elements what you are inserting, those elements we can insert at a time. Okay. Coming to
Okay,
vector
sir.
and stack, it allows one by one only. That's what synchronized. Synchronized means what? It allows one element, after that it allows another element. Doesn't allow at a time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Have you understand these differences among the linked list, hash set, linked hash set, tree set, and array list? Okay. Till now we discussed about the theory for array list, linked list, hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. Okay, we can know the main differences also. Okay, regarding to the order, whether the null elements are accepting or not, or it has a duplicate elements or not, is it synchronized or not. Okay, if it is synchronized, that is thread safe. It is non-synchronized, that is not thread safe. Okay, there is no safety whether you, if it is non-synchronized. See here, and main thing, for iterating the elements, for traversing the elements, here in the collection framework we use iterator, iterator, enumerator, iterator, list iterator, and enumerator. Okay, these things we'll use to iterate the array list elements or linked list elements or has set, linked has set, reset element. Okay, for iterator, what are the methods we should use? Has next, as next, as next, next methods we can use. List iterator, for list iterator also we can use has next and next, has we previous and previous. Enumerator, for enumerator we can use more elements and use these iterators. These iterators are used for what? To traverse the element. Traverse means we are retrieving element one by one. Okay. See, iterator, list iterator, and enumerator. These three things we can use to traverse the elements. Iterator. By using this iterator, we can traverse the element. We can use has next method and next method. This has next method used to whether the element is available in the array list or not, whatever it is in the collection, the element is available or not. If the element is available, then you can print. So iterator, we can use these methods to traverse the elements. And coming to list iterator, we can use methods and these methods. If it is enumerator, enumerator, we can use. Yes, all of you. If you want to traverse the element in the collection framework, we are using iterator, list iterator, and enumerator. See, if I want to traverse the elements in the forward direction, only in forward direction, only in forward direction. Only in forward direction, I can go for iterator. Next, when I can go for the list iterator. So if I want to traverse the elements both forward and backward direction, both forward and backward direction, I can go for list iterator. For printing the elements for forward direction, I can use has next and next method. If I want to traverse the element in backward direction, okay, I can go for these methods, has previous method and previous method. And coming to enumerator, so the main difference you understand right here, iterator, we can traverse the elements in only forward direction. Coming to list iterator, I can traverse the elements in forward direction as well as backward direction. Then I can go for list interfaces, that is list iterator. That is the main difference between iterator and list iterator. Coming to enumerator, here enumerator used in the legacy classes. For iterating elements, we use has more elements and next element are the methods. So the enumerator used mainly in the legacy classes to iterate the legacy classes like vector, stack, okay, stack, next hash table, etc. Okay. Here, if we are using enumerator means we don't have remove method here. If I want to remove the elements from the vector, so there is no remove method. So it is read only. We cannot remove. So that is called the enumerator. Enumeration or enumerator. Using this enumeration, this is legacy. That means while you are iterating legacy classes, vector, stack, and hash table, we can use this enumeration. So, but if you want to remove that element, we cannot remove. So those the type of methods is not available because enumeration is the old iterator. Okay, that is legacy. Are you understanding? We'll see these methods with one example, then you can understand easily. give an example. How can I create object for the vector? You have seen array, same the same like so this collection framework from which package? Java.util package. You need to import this package. Import java.util.vector. We imported here. So for avoiding typecasting, we have generics, right? So till now you have seen I added only the string elements. Now I am going to add integer elements, int type of elements. Is that collection allow int data type, float data type, etc.? It doesn't allow data types, int data types. So you are using wrapper classes here. So instead of int, I can use integer. Okay. For avoiding typecasting, we can use these channels. Are you understanding? I created here one vector object. Okay, like Arraylist, I created one object here. How can I add the elements? What is the method to add the elements? Tell me, all of you. How can I add? By using add method. So I added what type of elements? Integer type of elements. This is also allows duplicate elements. The list interface allows duplicate elements means what are the implemented classes inside the list interface? All the classes also allow duplicate elements. We can now here. Okay. Add element to vector. I added elements to vector. I added elements here. So I added elements here. Okay. I added 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 to the vector. So in V, I added 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I added elements to vector. For this vector, I added elements. Okay, now I added the elements. Now, how can I iterate that elements? How can I traverse that elements? I said right. How can I traverse the elements? By using these things, or by using for loop or for each loop also you can iterate it. But mainly iterator, list iterator, enumerator to traverse the element for collection. Okay. For iterating that, what if it is a legacy class, what interface we used? Enumeration, right? enumeration E equal to, what is the collection element? V dot elements is the method. Okay. So package I imported here. Okay. So what are the methods you are using to traverse the element for enumeration? Has more elements and the next element, right? To traverse the element. See whether the element is available or not in the collection, in the vector collection. How can I check? For every time whether the element is available or not. How can I check? So E dot has more elements. Has more elements. The element is there. Then print that element. See, so control space, print that element. E dot element. See the output here. See the elements here. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. In this way I can traverse the elements. By using enumerator. So this, by using this enumeration, the legacy classes we can traverse. Okay. But if you are using enumeration, so if I want to remove the element while you are doing this, you can remove it. Okay, that is the drawback. Here. Sir, can I use iterator, list iterator here? Yes, I can use. Here. See that also. So I'm going to put this in comment. So I'm going to show in 3 ways. So by using enumerator you traverse, right? Now see, by using iterator. Iterator itr equal to dot iterator. After that, if the element is available or not, we can check, right? So this iterator from util package. After that, whether the element is available or not, how can I check? Tell me, all of you. Just now we have seen, right? What is the method you used in enumeration? E dot has more elements, right? Here itr dot has next method. Okay. Then how to print? Space itr dot next method. Okay. So now you can print whereas Java application. See the output. I printed by using this iterator also. So I use iterator and enumerator. So both are it is like a iterator. Enumerator also like iterator, but iterator doesn't have the remove method, and both are used to retrieve the elements in only the forward direction. Okay, forward direction only we can print. So if I want to print forward direction as well as the backward direction, then I can go for list iterator. Now I can show the list iterator. Comment means the compiler doesn't execute these statements now. If I put comment these lines, so compiler doesn't recognize and doesn't compile it, doesn't run. Okay. List iterator, create object list iterator, it equal to, okay, what is the reference, collection reference v dot iter. So import package here, this list iterator from java.util package, automatically it imports. That is the use of our IDE. Okay. After that, whether the element is available in a vector or not, how can I check? Iterating means what? It iterates every element. So one by one element it is going to iterate. If we are trying to iterate the element, whether the element is available or not, we can check, right? So for that, what is the method for list iterator? In forward direction, litr dot has next method, has next method. Litr dot So now if I want to run that program, right click, run on Java application. See, I have printed here. So by using list iterator. See, by using this list iterator, I can print the elements in the forward direction. If I want to retrieve the elements in backward direction, you can use other methods. See here. This is for next. This is for something message. Yeah, as previous, as previous, as previous method, as previous. So whether the element is available or not, if that element is available, then print that element. Litr dot previous. Now I can print the elements both forward direction and backward direction. See, forward direction. and backward direction from back side onwards. Forward direction 10, 20, 30, 40, and backward direction 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Are you understanding? Yes, all of you. Yes, all of you. Have you understand that iterator, list iterator, enumerator? This method has next, has previous, has more elements on next element, and this wrapper classes. For avoiding typecast, we are using generics here. The collection framework generics means less than and greater than symbols in the middle. You can write what type it is, integer type or float type, whatever. Okay, this we discussed here. Today we discussed all those things. Yes, all of you. Any doubt till now? Any doubt, ma? Yes, all of you. Do you have any doubts till now? Collection framework is very important. That's why I'm explaining these many times. You will get more interview questions from this collection framework. Yes, all of you. Do you have any doubts or not? Can I continue? Right. I created another class, Arraylist example. Now, how to create? Tell me, all of you, how to create Arraylist object. I want to create an Arraylist object. Then I want to add some elements to Arraylist object. Okay. After that, I want to print the size of the Arraylist, and I want to remove one element based on the index position, based on the value. Okay. I want to do the element is available in the Arraylist or not, in the Arraylist collection or not. I need to check. I need to print the size of an array. Okay, this type of operations I want to perform here. Now tell me how to create array object, array list object. Yes, all of you. Tell me someone how to create array. K7, K9, J1, J4, J5. Tell me how to create array list object. Array list AL equal to array list. Thus, so this array list from which package? This is from java.util package. How can I add the elements? AL dot add of. So now I am going to add a string type of integers also, as we add of next AL dot add of AL dot add of see I added elements in the array list. Okay, how can I traverse these elements? How can I traverse? Tell me how can I traverse? Can I use for loop here? For you know already iterator, list iterator, enumerator. Can I use for loop? Int I equal to 0, I less than or equal to I less than equal I less than AL dot size or length plus. So AL dot get I. Can I do like this? So dot 11. Can I do like this? Yes, I can traverse in this way also. No problem. Are you understanding? Can I use for each loop? This is another way to use for each loop. This is not only this, we have several ways to retrieve the elements from the collection framework. I think these iterators you can understand fully. I think iterator, list iterator, enumerator, and by using for loop and for each loop. Okay, we discussed here to, to well, if you want to retrieve the elements by using this line, so if it is JDK 1.8 onwards, you can use JDK 1.6. So we cannot use numbers. Okay. Next, so you have used one method, right? You added elements to an array list. Seema, this is 0 position. Siva in 0 position. Raju in 1 position. Kalyan in 2 position. Raghu in 3rd position. Arya in 4th position. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now see the size. See the size of an array. Al dot size. What is the method to know size of an array? Size of an array is the size, Al dot size. See the size. Size is 5. Okay. Size is 5. That means total number of elements present in the array list is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to add the elements based on the index position. In particular index position, in the middle of an array, I want to add one element. How can I add? You know already. for adding element, we have add method, right? Add up. I want to add in particular position. So I want to add in third position. In third position, I want to add some other name. Okay. See, in the third position. That means if I print the elements, see, so directly I am printing array, directly array. Okay. In third position, what element it is going to be insert? Keravani going to be insert, and that means what is the output? Siva, Raju, 0, 1, 2, and 3. In the third position, what element I inserted? Keravani, then Raghu, then Arya. It is going to shifted. Okay. Now see the output. See here in the third position, what element I inserted? Keravani I inserted. Raghu is shifted, and within the Raghu position you have Arya, right? Now it is going to shifted. In this way we have lot of memory shiftings while you are performing manipulation operations in Arraylist. Are you understanding? Okay, sir. And I want to change one element. In 0th position I have Siva, right? I want to change it as Ramu. How can I change? See, just use method like al dot set the 0th position. In the 0th position, Siva in which position? 0th position, right? In 0th position, I want to add Ramu instead of Siva. I want to add Ramu. That's it. Okay. Now print here. Control X. Control V. Here, instead of Siva, what element we inserted? Ramu. I can change the element here. I can change the element here by using this. By using this, what I can do? Can change the element. I can change the element here. Are you understanding? Now, if I want to remove an element, how can I remove? See, I want to remove Raju element. I want to remove Raju element. How can I remove? Based on two ways. See here. Al dot of. So based on index position, I can remove the element, or by using the value also I can remove Raju. Now Control S, Control F11. See, I removed or not? So Raju is not available here. I removed. Based on the value, I removed. Next, same here. By using index position allow, I can remove. Raju in which position? 0, 1, 1 position. So if I remove 1 here, now see the output. So Raju is not available. Raju is not available. So I can remove the element based on the value and based on the index position. Are you understanding? This is work on JDK 1.8 version. So if it is 1.7, so can I use the for loop to retrieve the elements? Yes, we can use. See here, for it's a string type, right? String str colon al. So it is asking for typecasting. To avoid that, I can use generics here. It is type. That's it. Now see error gone here. Now you can print that element. So control space str. Yes, also I can print control F11. See here I printed by using for each loop. Are you getting? So many ways they will ask you in the interview. They like these questions. In this way they will ask the different types of questions, different ways. That's what collection. If you practice more and more, then only you can perform well in the interview. Okay, don't say sir how you can retrieve the elements in the collection framework by using for loops, sir. Yes, correct. Can I use iterator? Yes, we can use. Don't say by using only the for loop we can retrieve the elements. By using only the, don't say like that. Okay, so number of ways there, you know, only by using for loop. Someone can use iterator, someone can use list iterator, someone can use enumerator, and someone can use a for each loop in different ways. This is the way in JDK 1.7 version, and this is the way you can use in JDK 1.8 version. By using lambda expressions also you can use. Okay, are you getting? Yes, all of you. Next, sir, in the array list, how can I know whether my element is available or not? See, we have the elements Raju, Kalyan, Raghu, Arya, Ramu, Kirwani and all. So we removed this Raju, and Siva we changed it as Ramu. That means we have Ramu, Kalyan, Raghu and Arya. Arya, Kirwani also. So how can I find whether my element is available in the array list or not? Can I see? Can I see that element? Can I know? Yes, you can know. How? By using contains method. Use if condition. If al dot contains of element is available or not. Which element available or not? How can I see? So Rama element is available or not? Is it available or not? So it is available. Print it is available. See, Ramu is available in array list. Yes, it is available. By using contains method, you can check the element is available or not. If collection of elements are available or not, how can I check? By using all contains all method. Sir, I have already array list. How can I add one array list to another array list? Okay, it's already 10:45. Okay, Matt. Till now, do you have any doubts? Yes, all of you.